Peter was in the middle of a killer gym session, and he was determined to finally impress that hot gym crush of his with his, incredible bench press. But things decided to go the other way. He ended up getting thrashed by the rod and got rescued by Jonathan. Who's Jonathan? He's that one jack guy from the gym who gets all the girls and the gains. But what is it that makes Jonathan so strong? Well, it's probably steroids, but if he's as natural as he claims, then the only correct answer is whey protein. This incident made Peter choose the aid of whey protein. But just like every rookie, Peter had these questions bugging him, like, what is this stuff? Where does it come from? What is it made of? And most important one of all, is it safe for our body? Well, it's about time we found out. Buckle up, because today we're taking a behind-the-scenes tour to see how whey protein is actually made. And yeah, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I promise you, you won't regret it. Introduction to whey protein. So let's start with a little science. Whey protein doesn't grow on trees. It's not mined from the earth. And no, they didn't extract it from some kind of muscle plant. Whey protein comes from milk. Yep, the same stuff you pour on your cereal. Milk has two types of proteins, casein and whey. About 80% is casein and 20% is whey. So technically, when you're drinking a protein shake, you're sipping on the liquid gold of cow contributions. Fancy, huh? Think about that the next time you pass a cow and give it a nod of gratitude. It's doing more than just munching on grass. It's providing you with the building blocks for those gains. Curious about how whey stacks up against other proteins? Hit that subscribe button for more fitness insights. Now, here's where it gets a little weird. Did you know the journey of whey protein begins in a place you'd never expect? A place that's more often associated with cheese plates than gym weights. Intrigued yet? Well, let's dive in. The cheese making process. Here's where it gets interesting. The journey of whey protein starts at the most unlikely of places, a cheese factory. Yup, whey is actually a byproduct of cheese making. So next time you're indulging in a cheese platter, you can say, hey, I'm supporting the whey protein industry. Sort of. In the cheese making process, milk is heated and special enzymes are added to separate it into curds and whey. The curds are the solid parts that become cheese, while the whey is the leftover liquid. Imagine the curds are the star quarterback, and whey is the water boy no one pays attention to, until someone figured out that this water boy could actually build muscle. Think, this is cool. Smash that like button. Extraction of whey, the liquid gold. Alright, so the curds are off living their best life, turning into delicious cheese. But what happens to the whey? This milky protein-rich liquid gets collected and drained from the vats. And before you ask, no one's expecting you to drink this stuff straight. It looks more like a milky soup than a fitness supplement. And trust me, the taste isn't exactly gourmet. It's like that before picture in a fitness transformation. Sure, it doesn't look like much now, but give it some time and you'll see the glow up. And here's the crazy part. You've been using whey protein thinking it's just a modern fitness trend, right? But get this, whey protein has actually been around since the ancient Greek and Roman times. Yup, those ripped marble statues we admire today, they might have been sipping on a form of whey way before it became a muscle-building powerhouse it is now. Back then, it was considered a health tonic, believed to aid digestion, boost strength, and even extend life. So if you think you're part of a modern fitness revolution, guess again. You're actually continuing a legacy that's thousands of years old. Wild, right? Ever tried unflavored whey? Comment below and share your experience. Filtration and concentration, where the magic happens. Now we're getting to the sciencey part. The whey liquid is packed with more than just protein. It's also got lactose, fats, and some other goodies that won't exactly help you get shredded. You've seen the glamorous ads of protein powders, but did you know the process to make it isn't as glamorous? Ever heard of microfiltration or ultrafiltration? They're fancy words, but what do they really mean for your gains? Let's break it down. So, what do? They filter it. And I'm not talking about your run-of-the-mill coffee filter here. I mean industrial-scale machines that look like something out of a sci-fi flick. They use techniques like microfiltration and ultrafiltration to separate the protein from the fats and carbohydrates. So if you've ever wondered why your protein shake doesn't taste like melted ice cream, now you know. It's because they filtered out all the creamy, sugary goodness. But hey, it's worth it. You wanted muscle gains, not fat gains. Alright, before we head further, let's take a minute to clear up some of the biggest myths and misconceptions about whey protein. Because let's face it, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and you surely don't want to get caught up in it. Myth 1. Whey protein is only for bodybuilders. First up, a lot of people think whey protein is only for those jacked up, muscle-bound gym bros who live off chicken breasts and deadlifts, but that's not true at all. Whey protein is for anyone looking to add a convenient source of high-quality protein to their diet. Whether you're a busy student, a mom trying to stay fit, or just someone who doesn't always have time to cook a balanced meal, a quick protein shake can help you hit your nutritional goals. Plus, it can be a great option for those on a vegetarian diet who might struggle to get enough protein from plants alone. Myth 2. Whey protein will make you bulky. Here's another myth. If I start taking whey protein, I'm gonna get all bulky and muscular. Not true. Building muscle mass isn't just about consuming protein. It also depends on how you train. If you're lifting heavy and aiming for hypertrophy, sure, protein will help you grow those muscles. But if your workouts are more focused on cardio or general fitness, whey protein will just help with muscle recovery and maintenance. So don't worry, it won't turn you into the Hulk unless you're training to be like the Hulk. Myth 3. Whey protein is unnatural or harmful. And let's tackle the whey protein is unnatural argument. Whey protein is derived from milk, and the process to make it involves filtering and drying, just like how you'd process powdered milk or cheese. There's nothing chemical or artificial about the core protein itself. Sure, flavored versions may have sweeteners or additives, but the protein you're getting is as natural as it gets. As long as you're buying from reputable brands, it's safe and effective. Myth 4. You can get all the protein you need from food alone. And yeah, it's true, you can get protein from foods like chicken, fish, eggs, and beans. But let's be real, not everyone has the time or the appetite to prepare and eat multiple high-protein meals every day. Whey protein is just a convenient way to make sure you're hitting your daily protein goals without spending hours in the kitchen or carrying around a Tupperware full of grilled chicken. It's quick, easy, and effective. Types of whey protein: concentrate, isolate, and hydrolysate. Now the whey protein journey takes a few different paths. First up, we have whey protein concentrate, usually around 70 to 80% protein. It's kind of like the all-rounder of the group. It's affordable, effective, and still has some carbs and fats left, which make it taste like, well, an actual shake. Then we have whey protein isolate, which has been filtered even more, giving you about 90% protein. It's lighter on the lactose, so it's a favorite for anyone who's lactose intolerant but still wants to look jacked. And finally, there's hydrolyzed whey. This stuff has been pre-digested. I know, pre-digested sounds like a word that should never be used in food, but it just means your body absorbs it faster. So if you're the type who's always in a hurry to build muscle, this is your protein soulmate. Which whey is your way? Comment concentrate, isolate, or hydrolyze below and tell us why. Drying process from liquid to powder. Now, you might be wondering, why not just drink the whey liquid as it is? Well, you could, but it could taste more like sour milk than a tasty shake. So, how do they transform it into the fine powder you know and love? Get ready for a high-speed look inside some seriously powerful machines. Alright, so we got this concentrated whey protein liquid, but unless you're up for carrying around a gallon jug of whey, it's not exactly practical. That's where the drying process comes in. The liquid is pumped into massive machines called spray dryers, where it's blasted with hot air until it turns into a fine powder. Picture a giant hair dryer that transforms milk into muscle powder. And there you go. Beautiful, fine, powdered whey protein that's now ready to be mixed, shaken, or stirred into your next post-workout drink. Looks good, doesn't it? Flavoring and additives, the secret sauce. But let's be real, raw whey protein doesn't exactly taste like your favorite milkshake. So this is where the magic flavoring fairies step in. Manufacturers add all sorts of flavors, sweeteners, and sometimes a few extra nutrients to make it more palatable. Ever wondered why cookies and cream doesn't taste like cardboard? Thank the food scientists. Of course, the flavor doesn't make the gains any better, but hey, it makes the journey a lot more enjoyable. It's all about the journey, right? What's your go-to flavor? Drop it in the comments below. Packaging and distribution, from factory to you. Finally, the protein powder is packaged into those iconic plastic tubs or handy little sachets. These machines fill, seal, and label them, making them look all shiny and ready to be Instagrammed. From here, they're shipped out to stores, warehouses, and eventually into your gym bag. But let's face it, no workout is complete without that post-session shake pick. And just like that, the transformation is complete. What started as a humble liquid left over from cheese making is now a global phenomenon, fueling fitness enthusiasts everywhere. So there you have it. Next time you're mixing up your protein shake, you can appreciate all the science, tech, and yeah, even cheese making that goes into that one scoop. If you're not just drinking a shake, you're experiencing a finely crafted product of modern food engineering. And now that you know the process, maybe you'll savor that shake a little more. Or at least you'll feel smart when you're explaining it to your gym friends. So whether you're a seasoned gym bro or starting your fitness journey, raise that shaker, take a sip, and remember, behind every scoop is a whole lot of whey. Cheers to the gains.